everyone, today I'm going to show you how to do cotton applique on a wool background using freezer paper. We are going to work with a leaf shape. These are the items you need. You need regular kitchen freezer paper that you can find at the grocery store, best press, a pair of regular utility scissors to cut the freezer paper, a good sharp pair of scissors to cut the cotton, a number 2 pencil, your wool background, and your cotton applique piece. This is 60 weight cotton thread. You can also use 50 weight, but you want something really fine that you would put through your sewing machine, and I'm using a number 10 straw needle. So those are the items that you'll need, and now we'll get started. So the first thing that you're going to need is your pencil and your freezer paper. If you have a pattern, you can use that to draw the shape. I'm just going to draw a leaf by hand on the freezer paper. Then you're going to cut several pieces of freezer paper to stack on top of each other. I like 4 layers of freezer paper. So I'm just going to stack the 4 layers, set them down, and iron them. Do not use steam when you're ironing. Just a few seconds to get everything to stick. The freezer paper will all stick together. You want the shiny side down, and then it's going to stick a little bit to your mat, but you can easily just peel it up. You're going to take your paper scissors and cut the shape out. I also have a Steady Betty that I'm using. I don't think you need one, but if you have one, it does help hold everything into place while you're ironing. So now this is your template. You're going to take your cotton fabric, and you're going to put this on the wrong side of the fabric, making sure you have at least a 1/4 inch all the way around, and you're again going to iron for about 8 to 10 seconds with a nice dry iron. Don't use steam, but you do want it hot. Once you've done that, you're going to take your fabric scissors and you're going to cut all the way around the paper about a 1/4 inch away. When I get to the end, I'm not going to make a point. I'm going to just make it flat. And flat on this edge as well. Now this is the part where the Steady Betty comes in nice and handy so this doesn't shift. You're going to take your wool and you're going to give it a nice little spray of best press. You're going to take your iron and roll in from the sides and kind of fold the edges in. The 4 layers of freezer paper is pretty thick, so you can kind of use the iron and push a little bit to keep that nice and rolled up. Then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. If you need to, you can give it another spray of best press. Once you have it pretty well done, you're going to give it one more little spray. Take the iron and hold it over top of the whole thing for a few seconds, giving it a nice good press. Now you're going to have a little dog ear on each corner. You can just go ahead and cut that right off. Now you can take your wool piece. Right before you're ready to applique, you're going to take the freezer paper out. And everything should fold back and hold its nice shape. And then you can take a pin, and let me just grab a pin here. Just pin the leaf into place. Now it will have the turned edge, but you don't have to worry about needle turning. And then you're just going to take your needle with the 60 weight thread in a matching color. I always tie a knot in the end of mine. So there's a couple little knots in there. And you're just going to pick a point and stay right along the edge, just grabbing 1 or 2 little fibers each time. And just continue bringing it up in the applique piece and going down in the wool background really close to the edge. And again, having a matching thread color will help hide the stitches, so don't worry too much if your stitch is a little bit bigger. Now there's different ways to do different shapes. I will be doing another video shortly with circles. I do recommend perfect circles for those, but I will do another video. So you're just going to continue stitching right along the edge. You can also use the same method to put on a cotton background if you don't want to do needle turn. And once you get close to the edge here, you had that little dog ear that you clipped off. You just want to make sure that that whole tail is covered. You can either tuck it in using the edge of your needle, like I see there's one little thread here, or you can just cut that thread off completely as you're going. So I'm kind of just going to continue right to the point. You always want to make sure you take an extra stitch right in the point and pull it out so that you keep that nice sharp point. Yep, that thread did not tuck in, so I'll just take my scissors and trim that one thread off. And then just continue down the other side. And that's how you do applique with freezer paper.